So, not that long ago, I was on Rogan last week. You're going to be on next week, I believe.
Yes.
So Opie sent out this video, which was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Weird. And I wanted your comments on it because, again, I don't know the guy. You know him extremely well.
Yeah.
And it's basic. I almost remember it verbatim because I was trying to deconstruct it.
Yeah.
To figure.
Good luck.
Because, no, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of times you know what it's like. You see something out of context and then it's like, no, you don't know the backstory here. Or maybe it's someone making references. And then,
yeah.
So it's him with his cell and he's spinning around on the streets of Manhattan for some reason. Again, I don't get it. But that doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means I don't get it.
Just don't get it, right?
And he goes, hey, Joe Rogan, like I sent you a tweet and you never replied. What's that about? And he goes, I said... your congratulations on your special, which was awesome.
You did really study this.
I did. I said, congratulations on all your newfound success. He never wrote me back. He's like, can you explain? Like, can you explain why? And I was just watching this, and I'm like, sometimes a lack of a response is a response.
That is true. Yeah. One part that, because I studied it too.
Yeah. Okay.
One part that I really liked was when he said, "No pressure." It's like, if it's no pressure, you asked him to be on the show. He didn't respond. No pressure is you just leave it at that.
Right. Pressure
is you go on the internet.
No. Pressure is when someone doesn't respond to your DM, then you text them.
Yes.
And then so that's a normal level of pressure. Maybe you didn't see my DM. You got a lot of DMs. Then we go to making a video publicly.
Yeah. Publicly making a video. And the video itself isn't even just a video of him asking for Joe to be on the show. It's a video requesting an explanation as to why he didn't get back to him.
Because he said, I know I didn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, no one owes you anything.
He's so weird.
So I'm trying to explain to me what I'm missing with this video because it made no sense to me and I'm an immigrant.
It makes no sense to anybody, but I'll try to put some sense to it, having known Opie for so long. Joe had done my show.
Which is airing, this week or next week? Next week.
Yeah, that's right. It was a pre-tape. So he had done my show, and Opie found out about it. Now, when it was the Opie and Anthony show, any guest that would come on, Opie deemed that they were now friends. And I never got that. So people come on the show, and you have a great time while they're there, and then that's it. And then maybe it'll happen again when the next thing they have to promote comes out. But it's not a friendship. And Opie always took it as a friendship, and he takes everything very personally.
Okay.
So if Joe didn't get back to him, that wasn't just a guest not getting back to a request to be on the show. That was an insult as a friend not getting back to him.
But okay, that I could wrap my head around because I do think if you sit around and you're busting balls with someone for a few hours in the morning, you can feel this kind of friendship thing.
Right.
I can understand that. What I don't understand is if your friend doesn't get back to you, why are you making a video to your friend?
You would never do that.
Right.
One of my bestest friends ever is Joe Curry, a comic. I've known him since high school. And if I texted him, he didn't get back to me. If I grabbed my phone and started spinning around Manhattan asking why he didn't get back to me, he would shoot me in the face next time he saw me.
Correctly.
And yes, well, he should. Opie just takes everything very personally. Rogan, I didn't even know about it. Rogan texted me with the video clip and he goes, "What the hell is this?" Like I have the explanation, you know? I'm like, I have no idea. He said he texted me. He goes, he doesn't even have my number. So I don't know who he's texting.
So someone's getting a text from Opie that says, "Hey, we'd love to invite you on Opie Radio podcast."
Yeah.
And the guy, whoever that was, goes, "Sorry, I'm not even going to reply to this."
Who? I'm not replying to it. And he spawned a spinning video in Manhattan.
So from your perspective, I feel like this is a weird question I have to ask anyway. It sounds like he doesn't ever address you publicly, or there's like little shots, but he's all over your shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And how can he not? You and him till the day you die will always be joined together.
We're linked.
Yeah, permanently.
We're linked in the cosmos. It's just what it was. It's a piece of radio history, and and that's it. And I'm fine with that. I have no problem. I think Opie wants to try to. He likes being able to reference the Opie and Anthony show in that it did very well. We had great ratings. It was very popular.
Does he want to bleep it? The Opie and Boop show.
Yeah. Maybe he wants the Opie and Boop show. So he wants to have that acknowledged and let that work for him now in some capacity. But I really believe, and based on what he's doing now and what he's trying to do and the people he's associating with, that he wants to wash himself of all the sins of the O&A show. And that doesn't come off.
You know what this is like? This is like Hillary Clinton being like, I've held this experience, but then when they ask her about what about these scandals, like, well, we resolved that in the 90s. And it's like, you can't have it both ways.
You can't.
Like, either you're going to take credit for the economy in the 90s, but you're also taking credit for all the people you murdered.
For all the...
it's
for all the people you killed.
Yeah.
You have to.
They go together.
Be accountable for that. Opie doesn't want to do that. He wants to move on. And I honestly think he pictures himself the new, but he's no kid either. Ryan Seacrest. Like, he thinks he could be Ryan Seacrest, where a very popular, highly rated radio station like K-Rock out in L.A. calls him and goes, oh my God, you're the guy. We need you. Come on out here, spin a few records, talk pop culture. The families love you. The moms love you. Come on out here. And one Google search, and that will never, ever happen, especially in 2018.
And I do want to make clear, in the book, you are not just there trashing him. You spend a lot of time praising him, and giving him credit for what he contributed to your life.
Oh yeah, he had to make a decision. Now, whether it was selfishly based on I need somebody to help boost my career,
right,
or it was just, hey, that guy's talented. Let me, and I think it's a combination of the two. I think he saw something in me that he knew would work well on radio, and he'd rather have it work well for him. So when he brought me on board, I didn't know anything.
Right.
I knew nothing. I was happy to be their guy, and I would do anything. Like, do an impression. Yep, you got it. Do this. You got to stay until 11 o'clock tonight and record commercials for a head shop in Massachusetts. I'm there.
Yeah.
I love it, and I did love it. So in that sense, absolutely, I give him so much credit for that. And he's a by-the-book radio guy. I think he wanted to be more like Howard, but he was more like just a spin the records kind of jock and have some light conversation.
And he was more like Robin. But Robin had a very important role in that show.
Right.
She's the anchor. She grounds it in reality. Otherwise, it would be like Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Right. And I've heard some of Howard's shows when Robin was out, and it was Jackie and Fred and Howard and stuff. And it was pandemonium.
Yeah.
There was no focal point to the show. It was all over the place.
And not a good pandemonium.
No, not a good pandemonium. It definitely affected the show negatively when she wasn't there. And I think Opie obviously needed a second person. That was me, and it worked well for a while until, again, Opie takes everything very personally. So when I became single, when my marriage broke up, and his girlfriend and my wife were very good friends at the time. Me and Opie, very good friends. We were the Four Musketeers, doing everything together on this amazing journey of radio. And when my marriage broke up, it broke up the whole thing in a way. He had to commiserate with his girlfriend.
Right.
I was doing things like going out and partying a lot more, and it was just he didn't like that. And he let it be known, not so much to my face, but with little passive-aggressive things. And I could tell when he was pissed. And from that point on, once we brought Jim Norton on board, then it really started taking a nosedive, because I think he was very resentful of the relationship me and Jimmy had, and our on-air camaraderie and mutual sick sense of humor. I think he started resenting that. A lot of listeners were going, oh my God, did you hear Anthony and Jimmy today?